I've never seen anyone with skills like yours. I just wanted to let you know that if you need anything, you can talk to me. My father told me he found me as a young boy in the wreckage of a ship that sank off of the coast near Solitude. All he found in my pocket was a tiny smooth stone inscribed with some sort of strange runes. No one does. I've even taken the damn thing to the College of Winterhold. I must have spent every last coin I've made with the guild trying to find out what it means. Perhaps they could be nonsense, inane scribbles done by someone in idle boredom. But if not, if they actually mean something, they might tell me where I'm from, what ship I was on, everything. Actually, the fisherman who found me, the man I call my father, gave it to me. Thought it was fitting, I suppose. I never changed it because it never felt right to do so. I appreciate that. Keep to the shadows.
Never should have come here. No more! I yield! I You and I, we're the only people in Sky. What do you need, love? Ask. Of course it has. Would you expect any less of me? Here, this is your half, my love. Fine when we're not fending off attacks by wolves, or bears, or giant spiders. Honestly, what were you thinking sending us out here?
You're
Leaving?
back!
Take
Could
the
you
road
give me
less
an
stolen.
allowance? What? Seriously? No way! With this, I could buy everything in the market! Wow! Thanks! Mama took me to the market. There were lots of pies and cakes there. She said she'd show me how to... Pick one.
What do you need, love? Ask anything.
right. Who's invisible? Me. Boo!
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. A letter. Not sure who from. He wouldn't say, just that he was a friend of yours. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Breiling's obsession with honor and... About time you got here. I'm not accustomed to dealing with people who are unreliable. That's why I asked Delvin to send me his best. Huh, that remains to be seen. Nothing raises my ire more than having an agreement broken. It's bad for business, and it wastes time. Captain Wolf of the Dainty Slode has decided to test my patience on this matter by neglecting to honor a trade agreement we had established. I need you to help me show him the error of his ways by sneaking on board the Slode and planting some contraband. You'll need to get your hands on some Balmora Blue from Sabine Niet down by the docks. She's the first mate on another ship, the Red Wave. Once you get your hands on it, I want you to plant it in Captain Wolf's footlocker. I'll take care of the rest. Captain Wolf is ashore right now, and I want the authorities waiting for him when he gets back.
Now get going. I don't want to see your face until the job's done.
I must return to the court. They simply can't make do without me.
You talk to Ed, brother.
You. Well then, you're talking to the right person. I'm the only one left in Tamriel that can get my hands on it. It's damn near impossible to find anymore. You want to buy it off of me? I'm afraid not. How else can a poor, overworked sailor like myself expect to earn a living? Good. Here, take this key. The Balmora Blue is locked in a chest under the docks near the Red Wave. Hope you like getting wet.
trees. What was he thinking? Fool never saw me pull the ace out of my boot.
With 3 beers down, the orc did frown and bid the elves goodbye. For none could know,
could be
'twas not
anyone's.
for show,
Get one rusty
and
septum from
someone
me.
had to die.
I'm gonna start keeping a knife in my boot. Tired of getting disarmed.
Wizards. Now that's power.
Some
Bet they
skooma.
got that seed.
He imported stuff.
Can turn wood to
Just
gold.
one last
Yeah.
time.
Wish I could turn wood to
that?
gold.
Go ahead, try and fight back.
Looky here. Looks like we got ourselves a...
Ready to die today, huh? Victory!
Like this.
You puny weakling. Time to end this little game. Lucky. You're a fool to fight me.
Got lots of things to take care of. What do you need?
Thane bribing.
The Imperials
at
are
your
good for...
service.
Yes, I know. In fact, by now, Captain Wolf should be on his way to the prisons. Our contract is complete. Here's a token of my gratitude for your efforts. Oh, convey my compliments to Delvin for me. Tell him I'll be happy to reopen whatever doors he needs in Solitude. I must return to the court. They simply can't make do without me.
Need something?
Still looking for work. I hear Endon's quite pleased to have his merchandise back. He's a powerful ally. Success means the guild is getting stronger. We've picked up another merchant and a new recruit. Being a thief is like a second skin for you, ain't it? Never seen anything like it. If you don't watch out, you might even earn Vex's respect. Now that'd be something, eh? Erica assures me that Captain Wolf will spend pretty much the rest of his life clapped in irons. Best of all, he's also pledged to open doors for us in Solitude and to get things rolling again. Success means the guild is getting stronger. Being a if you don't watch out, Alfred sent ahead his compliments. Looks like his friend Arn is more him. Success being a thief. If you don't watch out, you might even earn Vex's respect. Now that'd be something, eh? Can I give you a little tip? Take every job you can get, or else you'll end up a beggar.
Need your weapon repaired? Looking to protect yourself, or deal some damage? Mm-hmm.
Still have quite... Good bit of jobs looking for work. I have. If break-ins are more your thing, most of the establishment, you'll feel like doing a bit of... Just remember the rules. Keep it clean and keep it quiet. Here's the details. Still have quite a good bit of jobs available if you're looking for some extra coin.
Need a few spares? I handle the burg. If you don't like that kind of work, pretty simple. The catch is... You ready for some good old-fashioned burglary? Fine, just keep it clean. Here you go. Need a few spare septums? I got the cure right. Okay, what'll it be? Got a tip on a desirable... Fine. Here's everything you need to know.
So, you're Brynjolf's new protege, eh? Don't look like much to me.
If you need marksman training, and you've got the coin, I'm ready to teach you.
You're not supposed to be here. You look like you could use a drink. What do you say to some cheap mead? Something troubling you? I'll listen.
Steal anything worth... and with no strings attached. Not bad. Here, got some coin for you.
Something troubling you? I can pat you on the back all day, but coin's coin, right? got word from Torsten Krulsey in Windhelm that a rival guild is trying to get itself started. Not only that, but they're giving us thieves a bad name by murdering their marks. Get over there and see what you can do. Can I give you a little tip? Take every job you can get, or else you'll end up a beggar.
Hmm?
My favorite drinking buddy. Let's get... I ain't done nothing.
My you have chosen wisely. Lead on, and I shall follow. It is a lonely thing, facing all the dangers of Skyrim by yourself. Come and find me, if you decide that you miss my companionship. You've been a worthy patron. Shall I join you once more, free of charge?
Split your belly like an old woman's purse.
We are I'll kill you if I have to.
Anybody there? Picking pockets. Now that's the real art.
No rough stuff. Just take it and go. Don't sound like much fun, though.
Is someone there? Thought I heard something.
Time to end this little game.
Mercer's been here. I hope we aren't too late. Brynjolf and I found them like that. Mercer's doing. We have to catch up to him before it's too late. We should tread carefully. I wouldn't be surprised if he's left behind a few surprises for us. Wait a moment. What's that? It's Mercer. Look, down there.
I'm on it, lass. Damn it, there's no way through.
He's toying with us. He wants us to follow.
Aye, lass, and we'll be ready for him. Let's keep moving. Look at the size of this place. Have you ever seen anything like it in your life, lass?
Can't say that I have. Imagine the riches hidden within these walls. Your life is forfeit! Nocturnal! Guide my hand!
I think they've got the message.
Who's there?
With the painful end.
Shadows, take
Yeah. Come on, show me you've got what it takes. Damn, just as I was getting warmed up. What was that? I
Bless
think
you,
they got
Lady
the
of
message.
Shadows. I live another day.
Looks like we can take the low road or the high road across this chamber. Your choice.
I'll bury my blade in your heart! Stop this!
Get all you've got!
What was that? I send you to your rest.
If Mercer leaves here with the eyes, we'll never see him again. The only reason he'd do that would be to block pursuit. It must be Mercer. We'll have to find another way around.
I can't wait to get my hands around that bastard's neck. Until next we meet, lad. Shore's bones. Look at that monstrosity.
It's a dwarven centurion. Very tough. Very deadly.
We can take the beast on or sneak around. It's your call, lad. We're right behind you.
No
mercy for the weak.
Shadows, thank you! Stop this!
Come on, show me you've got what it takes. Come on. Show me you've got what it takes.
This!
You just made the last mistake
Your
of
death
your
will be
life.
swift! Darkness consume you! Consume you. Come, taste darkness's embrace. Darkness consume you! Enough games. Let's end this. Claim your soul for nocturnal. Mercer's here. I can feel it.
The stench. This place reeks of Falmer.
This must be their hive. We'll have to keep silent if we want to avoid drawing their attention. Even the farmer don't deserve the pain these implements must have inflicted. The dwarves were a cruel race. There's a mass of the farmer in this chamber. We can sneak through or take them down. I don't care. As long as we get to Mercer.
Aye.
How's that?
The blade thirsts for your blood.
Yo!
Show me you got what it takes.
The stench. This place reeks of Falmer.
This must be their hive.
Ah, good. I
You
could use
have
some
to keep
practice.
silent if you want to avoid drawing their attention.
This!
Even the farmer don't deserve the pain these implements must have inflicted. The dwarves were a cruel race. There's a mass of the farmer in this chamber. We can sneak through or take them down. I don't care. As long as we get to Mercer.
Aye. Whatever you want to do, we're with you.
rushing through these pipes. We must be beneath a lake. We have to get the key back. What was that?
Promise a swift but painful end.
I claim your soul for nocturnal!
My blade thirsts for your blood.
Darkness consume you!
You'll fall!
Just as I was getting warmed up.
What was that?
I'll tear you apart.
I send you to your rest. He's close. I'm certain of it. We must prepare ourselves.
Then this is it. We do this for Gallus and for the Guild.
He's here, and he hasn't seen us yet. Brynjolf, watch the door.
Aye, lass. Nothing's getting by me.
Climb down that ledge. See if you can...
Carlia, when will you learn you can't get the drop on me? When Brynjolf brought you before me, I could feel a sudden shift in the wind. And at that moment, I knew it would end with one of us at the end of a blade. What's Carlia been filling your head with? Tales of thieves with honor? Oaths rife with falsehoods and broken promises? Nocturnal doesn't care about you, the key, or anything having to do with the Guild. Then it appears the shadows shroud more than your presence. They blind your wisdom as well. Our actions have always been one and the same. Both of us lie, cheat, and steal to further our own end. It's clear you'll never see the skeleton key as I do, as an instrument of limitless wealth. Instead, you've chosen to fall over your own foolish code. Then the die is cast, and once again my blade will taste Nightingale blood. Carlia, I'll deal with you after I rid myself of your irksome companions. In the meantime, perhaps you and Brynjolf should get better acquainted.
What's happening? I can't stop myself.
Damn you, Mercer. Fight it, Brynjolf.
Making this too easy!
I can't.
Making this too easy! Enough of this! Is that the best you can do? Enough of this! I've killed legions like you. Shadow.
Place is coming down. Quick! Get the skeleton key and the eye, and let's get out of here.
No luck there, lass. Something must have fallen on the other side of the door because it isn't moving.
We have to find another way out of here before the place fills with water.
Sorry, lad. I've got important things to do. We'll speak another time.
I can't believe it's over. 25 years in exile, and just like that, it's done. All that remains is to ensure the safe return of the skeleton key. I'm afraid it's not that simple. When the skeleton key was stolen from the Twilight Sepulchre, our access to the inner sanctum was removed. The only way to bring it back will be through the Pilgrim's Path. It wasn't created for the Nightingales. It was created to test those who wish to serve Nocturnal in other ways. As a consequence, I have no knowledge of what you'll be facing. Brynjolf is needed back at the Thieves' Guild to keep order while you're away. And I can't bear to face Nocturnal after my failure to protect the key. I'm afraid you'll have to face the end of your journey alone. Take this with you. I'm not certain if it will help within the walls of the Sepulchre, but I certainly don't need it as much as you. I've had this bow almost my entire life, and it's never let me down. I hope it brings you the same luck. The Agent of Stealth is the master of remaining unseen. They are able to manipulate the darkness and use it to their advantage. On moonlit nights or in darkened rooms, this agent literally becomes invisible. This Agent of Strife can send forth a tendril of pure darkness into the heart of another, causing great injury to them. At the same time, this tether will bolster the agent's own life force, making him stronger. The Agent of Subterfuge utilizes shadow to cloud the judgment of those around him. By weaving the darkness to their will, this agent can manipulate others into fighting for the Nightingale for a limited time.
Sorry,
Yes,
lad.
fellow
I've got
Nightingale?
important things to do. We'll speak another time.
Yo, Tor!
I'll rip your heart out! I'll carve you into pieces!
Då, ta fröjd!
Victory for Solengard!
Stop right there. You have quite the bounty on your head in the Pale. You pay me, and I see that your name is cleared. I will make sure this gets back to the Jarl. Minus my cut, of course. Consider your name cleared. For now. It may be dead now. But where did it come from?
I don't recognize you, but I sense that you're one of us. Who are you? The last of the Nightingale Sentinels, I'm afraid. I've defended the Sepulchre alone for what seems like an eternity. We were betrayed by one of our own kind. In fact, I'm to blame for what's happened here. I was blinded. Blinded by dark treachery masquerading as friendship. Perhaps if I had been more vigilant, then Mercer Frey wouldn't have lured me to my fate and stolen the Skeleton Key. I haven't heard that name in a long time. How do you know of me? The key! You have the Skeleton Key! I never thought I'd see it again. And Mercer Frey? Then, it's over, and my death wasn't in vain. I owe you a great deal, Nightingale. You've done the Guild a great deed, and although they may not show it, I'm certain they appreciate your sacrifices. My only regret is that you had to undertake this task alone. Carlia? She's still alive? I feared she'd befallen the same fate, ending up a victim of Mercer's betrayal. Nothing would bring me more pride than to return the key, but I'm afraid it's impossible. From the moment I arrived here, I felt myself, well, dying. The Sepulchre isn't merely a temple or a vault to house the key. Within these walls is the Ebonmere, a conduit to Nocturnal's realm of Everglow. When Mercer stole the key, that conduit closed, severely limiting our ties to her. I'm afraid so. I'm weakening, and I can feel myself slipping away. The years without restoration of my power have taken their toll. Whatever damage has been caused can only be corrected by following the Pilgrim's path to the Ebonmere and replacing the key. I wish I could help you, but I've been a prisoner in this very chamber for the last quarter century. The only possible help I've come across are the remains of some poor fellow who is trying to follow in your footsteps. Perhaps his journal can help? Good luck, Nightingale. Yes, with the Ebonmere closed, and their sudden severance from the realm of Everglow, I fear they've undergone a drastic change. They're shadows of their former selves. They no longer remember their true purpose or their original identities. My spirit didn't manifest itself in the Sepulchre immediately, so fortunately I wasn't present when the Ebonmere was sealed. However, ever since that day, I've felt my power waning, slowly draining away.
was someone. Mortal fool, no one hides from the dead! I still sense your presence, little fool. No!
I say, mortal fool, no one hides from the dead. I don't recognize you, but the last of the Nightingale. We were betrayed. Perhaps if I had been more... How do you know of me? The key! And Mercer Frey? I owe you a great deal, Nightingale. You've done... My only regret is that you have... Carlisle? I feared she'd befallen this... Not... From the moment I arrived... When Mercer stole the key... Whatever damage has been caused can only... The only possible help Whatever... As I get... Even right this moment... The Ebonmere is a... Yes, absolutely. Your skill is... But nocturnal. Think... Our access to... Precisely. With their shadows of their... My spirit... However... Ever since that day... I've felt my power waning, slowly draining. Death comes for you now.
Fear the dead.
Only a fool tries to kill the dead!
Pathetic mortal!
I sense a presence. fool. No one hides from the dead.
My, what do we have here? It's been a number of years since I've set foot on your world. Or perhaps it's been moments. One tends to lose track. So, once again, the key has been stolen, and a champion returns it to the sepulchre. Now that the Ebonmere has been restored, you stand before me awaiting your accolades. A pat on your head, a kiss on your cheek. What you fail to realize is your actions were expected and represent nothing more than the fulfillment of your agreement. Don't mistake my tone for displeasure. After all, you've obediently performed your duties to the letter. But we both know this has little to do with honor and oaths and loyalty. It's about the reward, the prize. Fear not. You'll have your trinkets, your desire for power, your hunger for wealth. I bid you to drink deeply from the Ebonmere mortal, for this is where the agent of Nocturnal is born. The oath has been struck, the die has been cast, and your fate awaits you in the Evergloam. Farewell, Nightingale. See to it the key stays this time, won't you?
I'm glad you were able to bring the key back safely. Nocturnal seemed quite pleased with your efforts. I wouldn't take that to heart. It's her way. Think of her as a scolding mother continually pushing you harder to be successful, outwardly sounding angry, but silently content. I assure you, had she been displeased with you, we wouldn't be having this conversation. The circles at the base of the Ebonmere imbue you with powers befitting a Nightingale agent. The crescent moon represents the agent of shadow, the half moon for the agent of subterfuge, and the full moon for the agent of strife. This is Nocturnal's way of maintaining balance. If you ever feel the need to change your abilities, you can return to the sepulchre and step onto a different circle. Be warned that once you've chosen, you can't reselect for at least a day. Now, your life as a Nightingale begins. Should the need arise, you'll be summoned to the sepulchre in order to defend it. The Guild has welcomed me back with open arms. I feel like a void in my life has finally been filled. I only hope that this isn't an ending to things, but actually the beginning. Why, perhaps the greatest crime spree Skyrim's ever known. There are pockets brimming with coin and coffers overflowing with riches ripe for the picking. We may be Nightingales, but in our hearts we're still thieves, and we're damn good at what we do. Choose your path, and your journey will be complete.
Carlia?
Gallus! I feared I would never see you again. I was afraid you'd become like the others.
If it were not for the actions of this Nightingale, your fears would have come true. He honors us all.
What will you do now, my love?
Nocturnal calls me to the Everglow. My contract has been fulfilled.
Will I ever see you again?
When your debt to Nocturnal has been paid, we'll embrace once again.
Farewell, Gallus. Eyes open. Walk with the shadows.
Goodbye, Carlia.
Yes, Nightingale? What is it? Gallus's oath has been paid. His actions have satisfied the terms. Now his spirit becomes one with the Evergloam, the realm of perpetual twilight and the cradle of shadow. No, not gone. He's become one with the shadows. This is the greatest honor a nightingale can possibly achieve. In death, he's become a part of that which we used to live. Absolutely. When we say, walk with the shadows, we are asking those nightingales who have passed on to protect us. It's believed that they are literally what guides our uncanny luck, by placing their hands in ours. That's why the Ebonmere needed to be reopened. Without it, there's no way Nocturnal was able to allow them through. I've decided to make my home at Nightingale Hall. Since it's your home as well, I hope to see you and Brynjolf there. Of course, I may visit some of Skyrim's cities to acquire things from time to time. Can't afford to get rusty now, can we? Farewell. Eyes open, and walk with the shadows.
I own Hollyfrost Farm.
My daughter Fiotli.
He stood up to the
She was
Thalmor and
murdered a few
refused to
months
turn his
ago.
back on Talos.
Left her laying on the ground in a pool of her own blood. I assumed they were after her valuables. She always wore far too much jewelry in public. Then I told her it'd be the death of her. I never thought. No need to explain. I'm well aware of your guild's methods. Took me weeks, but I finally tracked down to kill her. A bloody Altmer at that. Can you imagine? Let's just say I'm a firm believer in an eye for an eye and leave it at that. He fancied himself a thief in some sort of new guild forming around here. Gave me some valuable information before... well, you know. Well, like I told Delvin, I think we can help each other. You recover what I'm looking for, and take out a rival guild in the process. Exactly. One of the pieces stolen from her was a silver locket. A Cruel Sea family heirloom. I want it back. The only name I have is Naranya. Has a house right here in Windhelm. That's where you should begin looking. Should have been an adventurer like you instead of a
extra
farmer.
septums. Yes, can I help you with something?
Forget it. The sailors I know are
Fiotli.
finding trouble without any help from
Fiotli.
you.
Where have I heard that name? Oh, of course, the poor girl who was murdered. Such a beautiful young thing. A tragedy, to be certain.
No.
How dare you! You're accusing me of taking part in such a heinous act? I should have you arrested for even suggesting such a thing.
Did you look behind the forge? I think I saw it there.
Oh, yes.
I'm afraid I have absolutely no idea what you're speaking of. Now, just a moment. Let's think about this, you know, discuss it like two rational people. Look, I had no choice. They're crazy. I could be killed. It's a guild of Altmer thieves. They call themselves the Somerset Shadows. Their leader, Linway, he's the worst of the lot. He steals valuables from the dead.
No, Linway prefers stealing from the deceased. Digs up the corpses, breaks into the Hall of the Dead. He even stole that locket right off that poor murdered girl's body. Or what was left of it.
I used to fence for the Thieves Guild in Skyrim a long time ago. When Linway moved into the area, he contacted me and said if I didn't fence for them, he'd kill me. If I tell you, you need to promise not to kill me. I'd prove to be quite an asset to the Thieves Guild. I'm one of the best fencers in Skyrim. Linway is holed up in a place called Uttering Hills Cave. He's got his entire guild there, so be careful. After you're done with all this, come back anytime and I'll make good on my end of the bargain.
Assorted fruits and vegetables, all delicious and affordable.
Fresh fruit and vegetables for sale. Fruits and vegetables, all ripe and ready for your table.
Come and browse my fine selection. Everything's fresh and delicious.
I'm sorry I misled you. Return when this is over and we'll talk about my involvement in the Thieves Guild.
Spin in that stinking jail. I could die and give myself up.
What was that?
Die already so I can take your stuff! See someone there? Now you're mine!
Nothing here after all.
With 3 beers down, the orc did front. And bid the elf goodbye, for none could know 'twas not for show, and someone had to die. Picking pockets. Now that's the real art. No rough stuff, just take it and go. Don't sound like much fun, though. Over here! Get lost, friend.
I'll see you burn!
You need anything, come see me. I'm as resourceful as I am discreet.
The cruels. It pains me to see this locket. To be reminded of Fiotli once more, but I'm glad it's back where it belongs. Tell Delvin that if he still desires to have my support for the Thieves Guild in Windhelm, he's got it. I should have been an adventurer like you instead of a farmer.
So you've come to see me to sell or to buy, hmm? It was difficult at first. The Nords of this city are at best suspicious of outsiders. But in time, I made the right friends and proved myself useful enough that they don't give me trouble anymore. The Dark Elves are too proud and naive to understand the way things truly are, and so they continue to dwell in that slum. Hurry back, and bring more merchandise.
Brynjolf's been looking for you about the Guildmaster ceremony.
Well, my friend, the time's come to make it official. It's time to become our Guildmaster. Don't worry, I promise this will be short and sweet. If you'll just meet us in the center of the cistern room, we can begin.
So now the pupil is the master, eh? Good
so,
show.
Thryn, you were a bandit, huh?
Yeah? What of it?
So, is it true bandits get, real friendly with the wildlife?
It's good to see you in one piece, lad.
I think everyone's waiting
It's
for
good
the
to see you in one piece, lad. I just wanted to give you a proper thank you for everything you've done. The guild is back on its feet again, and on its way to a prosperous future. What's become of the skeleton key? That's it then. After all those years of helplessly watching the guild decline. But enough of that. I'm confident that with you in charge, we'll soon have more gold than we could possibly spend.
It's just nice to finally have something going right.
I'll be down here, trying to coordinate everything with Delvin and Vex, to make sure the coin keeps flowing, and no one skims. If you still feel like doing some jobs, I'm sure Delvin and Vex have more. Either way, it's been a pleasure, my friend. Here's to the future of the guild. May it last another 1,000 years. You need anything at all, don't hesitate to ask. You need anything at all. Don't. Well, that's it. Sorry if it isn't the ceremony you were hoping for, but we're not exactly known for throwing our coin around. After we're done, head over to Tanelia, and she'll set you up with your Guildmaster armor. Oh, and one last thing. Here, I want you to take this. It's sort of a tradition around here.
So now the pupil is the master, eh? Good show.
Before we get down to business, I've got something I need you to do. Well, as you know, the guild's growing and things are looking up around here. The only thing we're lacking is a reliable way to transport our merchandise across Skyrim. I'm not sure if you've noticed, but they're shrewd traders and don't mind getting their hands dirty. Actually, present Rasad with this satchel of moon sugar, and I bet my last septim he'll make a deal. Yes, and I'm more than happy to give it to you. I mean, look at this place. I've never seen so much wealth down here. You've made us all rich. Here you go. Should fit you like a glove, boss. Find Rasad with his caravan group. Just don't do anything stupid when you get there.
So, feeling loose? How about you run a job for me?
Always a pleasure, boss. What can I do for you?
Even if you're one of us, you better not make... They call me Dirge because I'm the last thing you hear before they put you in the ground. Why? You think it's funny or something? Oh yeah? I think so too. You're pretty smart. Hey, here. Have one on the house. I already told you. They call me Dirge because I'm the last thing you hear before they put you in the ground.
Sorry, lad. I've got important things to do. We'll speak another time.
The throne suits me, don't you think? My title is Jarl Maven Blackbriar. Has a pleasant sound to it, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I guess I have a minute. What do you want? Always a pleasure.
We haven't met. It's kind of an amusing tale. I was making my way down the road from Iverstead towards Riften, and I saw Vex fighting off a couple of wolves. Well, there were 8 of them, and she'd already killed 3 by the time I joined the fight. Together, we made short work of him, and the last one limped away licking its wounds. Actually, that's when she politely asked me to hand over my coin purse. Can you imagine? We scuffled for a while, broke each other's weapons, and finally fell to the ground exhausted. Indeed. After a few minutes, she looked me dead in the eye and asked me if I wanted to join the guild. Just like that. No apologies. Something told me I wouldn't regret it. I had heard the guild was back on its feet again, and most of Skyrim under its belt. I'll tell you, I wouldn't want to cross blades with Vex again, but I certainly wouldn't mind a bit of a scuffle. Good luck on your next job.
So, Thryn, you were a bandit, huh?
Yeah? What of it?
So, is it true bandits get, you know, real friendly with the wildlife?
You're an idiot.
Good morning.
Need something?
What's going on? I'm sure we'll speak again.
Sorry, lad. I've got important things to do. We'll speak another time.
We bedded 4 women on the same night.
Well, if you don't want to hear it, that's your loss.
If I wanted to hear a tall tale, I'd read a children's storybook. Get some
Need
better
something?
stories, Vipper.
Need something?
What's going on?
Good, you're back. Well, what did Mallory have to say? Is the amulet authentic? The Elder Council? Oh, now that explains quite a bit. Motier, you naughty, naughty boy. Hiring the Dark Brotherhood to help you rise beyond your station. Delicious. Was Mallory willing to buy the amulet? Splendid. Then we're ready to begin. Or, more specifically, you're ready to begin. After all, you're the one the Night Mother spoke to. Now then, I hope you have something nice to wear, because you're going to a wedding. Well, more like the public reception. It should be a lovely affair. You'll mingle with the guests, eat some cake, stab the bride. Oh, yes. You've got to kill the bride at her wedding. And they say romance is dead. Her name is Vittoria Vici. She oversees the East Empire Company's business holdings in Solitude. The wedding is being held in that city, at the Temple of the Divines. Her death will cause an uproar, which is exactly what we want. Vici is likely to address her guests frequently, as is the wedding custom. Kill her when she does that, and I promise you a significant bonus. Now go, and give my best to the bride. Stay safe.
A change has swept into Solitude, like a breeze off the ocean. The Thieves Guild has come.
Imperial rot. You speak of Skyrim like you know the land. Know its people. You're from Cyrodiil. You know nothing about us. Nothing!
Oh, I know enough. I know those trouble-making Stormcloaks refuse to submit to Imperial authority. Such seditious behavior. Why, it's treason!
And when the elves marched into your beloved Cyrodiil, and everyone took up arms against them, wasn't that treason? Against the Dominion, huh? Am I going to accept?
Victoria, no!
The bride has been murdered! Somebody help!
The news is everywhere. Vittoria Vici, the Emperor's cousin, butchered at her own wedding. Well done. Let's see His Eminence try to ignore this. With Vici's murder, you've started us down a path the Dark Brotherhood hasn't traveled in centuries. The assassination of an emperor. And now your reward. A unique spell to summon a legend of the Dark Brotherhood. His soul serves us now in death, as his body once did in life. Unfortunately, in your zeal, you failed to eliminate Vici while she addressed her guests as directed. I'm sorry, but your bonus is forfeit. Now then, time to proceed to the next stage of the plan. Go and speak with Gabriella. She's been helping me arrange your next contract.